form of violence against women.
Some people believed that women with albinism would make them get richer.
These are stakeholders championing for the rights of women with disability. They are brought together by Global Rights, a non-governmental organization to proffer solutions to issues of persons with disability. It is a panel and frank discussion, especially as being a woman with disability in Nigeria makes her more vulnerable due to religion and culture. Programs Manager, Global Rights Nigeria, Edosa Obiawere, who is also one of the panelists, said, as an organization, Global Rights have made significant effort in ensuring the rights of women are protected.
I was one of those that drafted the BAFA from the start and were pushing it all through. And so, because we were not conscious and we were not aware of this special dimension, we didn't go into all of that. So it was at that match when I had that engagement with deaf women, when my whole thing started. That was when we decided to go back to national to say, can we do this? At the time, the VAT Act was already at the table of the president, just waiting for his answer. At that time, Jonathan was not even in the country. So by the time he just came back in May, if you remember, he came back in May, and then that same week, we just signed the law. So what he said then was, it was too late now to go and call it now. We're going to miss this opportunity to get it signed, because that bill was like, it took like 13 years to get it to that stage. Now let's get it passed, and then maybe we will not call for a reform later, an amendment to the law that will not bring in those elements.
Other members of the panel call for the review of the Disability Rights Act and the Violence Against Women Act in Nigeria. They also said there is need to build the self-esteem of women with disability.
It is time that we unite and come up with strategies that women and girls with disabilities will be empowered. When you see a child around your compound with disability that is not going to school, challenge the parent, ask questions. What's going on? Attitudinal barrier is a big challenge in our society today.
When a woman's esteem is built, her confidence is built, she knows the kind of decision she wants. She can stand firmly by whatever decision she takes. She will not be swayed by certain circumstances. Because when it comes to gender-based violence, we tend to look at, okay, yes, like you said, the sexual part and the physical part. And sometimes it's also economic, because most women with disabilities are deprived. They are amongst the poorest of the poor. So when they have their capacity built economically, and then it boosts, it also serves as a booster to their self-confidence.
This conversation is a very important conversation, especially as we are celebrating the 16 days of activism to mark where the world is coming together to talk about ending violence against women and girls with disabilities. So it's important because I think a lot of time people don't have conversation around the different types of violence that women with disability particularly experience. So this forum is very important because they are highlighting those issues. We know women generally face violence, but we know that there are peculiarities when it comes to women with disabilities. And
the baseline understanding is that it is not just a women's issue. It's not just an issue for people with disabilities. It's an issue for everybody. It's a human rights issue, because before, like it was said here today, before you talk about disabilities, you have to talk about them as people. They are people with disabilities. So people first before the disabilities. So
for the participants, it is an avenue for reflections, especially for issues concerning women with disability.
There's a communication gap. Why don't hospitals have sign language interpreters? Are you saying that the hospitals are not built for people with disabilities too? Why would somebody who is deaf come? You cannot even communicate with your healthcare provider to say that these are my specific needs. That's a huge gap. Why would any building in this century, why would any building not have accessibility for people with disabilities? You know, why would you have parking lots that are not disability friendly? And we have a Disability Rights Act, or law rather, that provides for all of these things.
Emmanuel Onu, News 24.